Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Shamine Namine Namaya Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Shamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Krishna Chaitanya Krishna
की जय। गौर प्रेमानंद। हरि हरि बोल।
हरे कृष्ण।
ज्ञानं जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। राधा कृष्ण प्रणमो युगल किशोर। की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, शिला गुरु महाराज की। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा वैष्णव ठाकुर शुभागमन की गौर प्रमानंदे।
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Thank you very much for coming to this special program. Normally we have on Saturday, but this time because of our special guest we are having on Sunday. So sorry for the late start. We're supposed to start at 11, but we had a nice kirtan. Thank you Asim Karna Prabhu and thank you Muktidatri Mataji for wonderful kirtan. So I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our special guest, His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhu. Who doesn't know him? Who doesn't know him? Okay, there are a couple of devotees who doesn't know him, but I feel very blessed to take this opportunity to introduce him because personally he is my spiritual mentor and he has of course guided many hundreds and hundreds of devotees across the world, not just United States. So it goes back into the year 2002. So So 2001 is when I got in touch with Krishna conscious devotees, and 2002 is when I started going to New Vrindavan. Have you heard of New Vrindavan? Yes. West Virginia temple. So at that time, 2002, 2003 is when I met His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhu. So he was back in Singapore working as a software professional, software engineer. And then we got in touch with Krishna conscious devotees, again got influenced, so he gave up everything, and then he became a monk at that time, 2002. And 2003 is when I got in touch at New Vrindavan. I was not able to believe my eyes because he was so compassionate with all of us, and he drove almost every Friday 7-8 hours from New Vrindavan to Bensalem. Every Friday. Then we used to have Friday program, Saturday program, Sunday program, and Sunday night he used to drive back to New Vrindavan, 8 hours, just to build this congregation. The congregation today you see, Bensalem Bhakti Vruksha, is of course founded by His Grace Yugal Kishore Prabhu. Yay! So thank you very much, Prabhu. I'm really indebted to that. And from then onwards, the journey started slowly. It became big, and after a while, then he had to move to Detroit, where he built again wonderful congregation there in Detroit, Farmington Hills, and now he is the president of that Farmington Hills temple. It's a huge temple, so we get a chance, please go there, Detroit. And also he's traveling, he's a traveling monk. He goes everywhere, all over the US and of course to India also, many places. He gives wonderful lectures to technical people, IITians, and then big universities here. He has many Bhakti Vrukshas running under him, different universities. So he's constant preacher, constant preaching. Okay, Srila Prabhupada's movement. So we are very thankful to him for his appearance here today. And let's all show our gratitude by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. So thank you, Prabhu. So we'll get into, today is going to speak about essence of Krishna consciousness, right? Okay, let's see. So please put your phones, my humble request, into vibrate mode. And before I end this, I would like to introduce one more devotee, and we are very thankful to him for getting Yugal Kishore Prabhu and also giving his association. And His Grace Param Brahma Prabhu, right there. He is from Brooklyn Temple, so he is also a monk. He has given up everything to dedicate his life to Srila Prabhupada's movement. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for coming and giving your association. And thank you again, all many places. Nikhil Prabhu from New Jersey is some very far distance. Thank you very much for coming. Hari Hari Bol.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ajnanatamidandasya jnananjana shalakaya Chaksharonmilitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Shubhadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamulam Sri Guru and Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sairajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanatamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dila Bandhu Jigatpade Vapesha Gopika Kantana Radha Kantana Mostate Tapta Ganjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shamana Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpadara Vishakripasanda Bheva Chapaditanam Pavana Vaishnavyo Namo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gauravakarni Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Lokam karoti vachalam bangam langayate girim Prabhatam Mandushit Sanataranam Paramanam Sachitamisha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Uttarakshmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Kanam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Seshwanya Paschatadi Chatarani.
So sorry, I forgot to welcome our Srila Prabhupada disciple, His Grace Kaivalya Prabhu. Haribol. Yes. So by profession, he is a very famous doctor. Recently retired, but his dedication towards Krishna consciousness for the past 50 years, more than 50 years, it's amazing, you know. So please take his blessings when you get a chance. Please.
His Grace Kaivalya Prabhu ki.
Yay! Thank you very much, Prabhu. Haribol.
It's somehow very uncomfortable sitting on the top and everyone sitting on the bottom. So I want to sit on the ground here. Trust me, I'm not happy actually. Okay, he's telling it's getting recorded, but can you sit on the top? I cannot sit on the bottom. I cannot sit on the top and everyone is sitting on the bottom.
That's okay, Prabhu.
Sure?
That's Vyasasan. Yes. Haribol! Haribol.
I know, somehow. So I seek the blessings of His Grace Kaivalya Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. And I've seen a long time, and I'm also, as Prabhuji was speaking, how many times many of you fed me. This body was fed and maintained by many of you actually, more than prasad, actually affection. I'm seeing every one of you, and how many times you fed prasad in your home, offering shelter and affection and warmth. I'm very grateful to all of you, actually. Trust me. Love is not a one-way traffic, it is both ways. I'm very grateful to all of you. I cannot take the names because so many are there, but actually grateful to Kaivalya Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple, and I also stayed in their homes so many times in Prasad. Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu, grateful his son. Your Chaitanya Chandra was? Yeah, okay, I remember, good. I'm grateful to my good friend, Rasa Chaitanya Prabhu. Lived together in Vrindavan. He was brahmachari for so many years. Later decided to, enter Grihasthashram. But very actually is way senior to me, and used to offer his love and affection, guided me many times. Thank you, Pastor Harish. Mati is not here. Okay. So rest of you, we all know my obeisances. Even I offered my obeisance personally. Those of you know very well. Thank you very much. And actually, what nourishes us in the material world is not the products, not the Tesla cars, but the affection and warmth with the Krishna in the center that we share. Believe me, that takes us forward. Does it to happiness. Thank you, Murali Prabhu, for the invitation. Thank you for all of us for coming. And after the program, I hope I'll meet all of you and take your shelter and blessings. Hare Krishna. So the name of the session is Stay with Krishna, Stay Away from Maya. Actually, I asked them to get me a Play-Doh, but somehow it didn't work. That's okay. But I would have shown you something else. But anyway, without the Play-Doh, I'll show you what I want to show you. One day. Oh, you got it? Okay. Yes. We were all in the clouds, and we were not conscious. What I am telling is from third canto Srimad Bhagavatam. This is 7th or 8th time I spoke this in India first time. Recently, maybe 2 months ago I was in India. So we were all in the clouds. Then one day it rained. All of us, not only people sitting here, people sitting outside, staying outside, 800 billion population, that is how they came to this world. when it rained, some of us fell into the paddy fields, some of us fell into the mango gardens, some of us fell into wheat fields, but we all fell in those fields. And what happened? Our fathers, they consumed the grains, and we all entered into the body of the Father. We all entered into the body of the Father, and one day, Father met the mother. Can you see this? Father met the mother. We all entered into the body of the mother. Can you see my hand? That size. That size. And on the fourth day, we are like a chickpea size, this size. The 10th day, we are like we are this size, a little smaller than this. 10th day, we were this size, like a plum. That is a word used in Bhagavatam. We are like a plum size, 10th day. Then, this ball of flesh started developing 2 hands, 2 legs. On the 6th month, suddenly we became conscious. We woke up like a dream. But we never knew we went through all these things. Then we woke up. Then we said it's dark. And we were like this. Head down, feet were closed like a bow. And sometimes mother would drink. Mother would eat spicy substances. And I would feel lot of burning sensation. Recently one mother went to the doctor and told her, my baby is not moving. Doctor said drink ice cold water, he'll move. It's a pain. Wow. So, like if it is an American mother, might have consumed drugs, it's more pain. We don't want to stay there, we start praying. Third canto Kapilamuni says, my Lord, I don't want to go out because of the abuse of senses. I want to stay here in the womb of the mother. This cave is very good. Let me pray for you. If you are pious, Kapilamuni explains, we remember 100 lifetimes, 100 bodies. As we are praying, suddenly we reach the 9th month. Whether we like it or not, we are pushed out. We are pushed out with head in the front. We all came out. Mothers and fathers knew this. And we were only 8 pounds. Then we started growing. One cinema star says, I don't want to remember my childhood because 1 year I couldn't walk, 3 years I couldn't speak. How many of you agree whatever I am speaking is truth and it happened in your life? Ladies and gentlemen, what you may not believe is, we are all getting ready to enter into the clouds and assume this position. If we do not use our life of Krishna consciousness, we are all getting ready. We are busy bee. I used to live in West Virginia in Vrindavan, and the problem with Vrindavan 2002-03 was honeybees, because cell phones were not so active. Honeybees, and they would come and sting the visitors. So many times I thought, hey, you honeybees, instead of staying here around the drink, lemon drink, why don't you come in the temple and pray to Krishna? Don't waste your life. They would say, I am busy bee. What they would say? It's an allegory. Whenever you would invite these bees, rather than hanging around the sugar, come into the temple. Those of you visited Vrindavan, we would serve lunch outside. Must and should, there will be a drink. What is the drink? Lemon drink. What is the problem? Filled with honeybees. They are so busy collecting that sugar from that. But they never came to the temple. One day in December month, I was going upstairs. Fall started, November, December. There, I was watching. All these honeybees were collected there. Their wings fell off. Freezing cold, waiting for death to come. Then I told myself, you never came into the temple. You became busy bee. And now you are waiting for death. How many of you understood the analogy? Those of us who are very busy, working for children, working for career, for many people they equate time with money. They compare time with the money and they invest in children. I'm honest with you, one day I got a phone call. I don't come here often, so let me download whatever I have. All the years I have not spoken. So one day I got a phone call, lifted the phone call. This is a devotee, actually, no names, we'll never share the names. I have a question for you, said. Yes, what's your question, Prabhu? Prabhuji, you want me to attend my father's funeral or you want me to attend his 12th day? You want me to attend his funeral or you want me to attend his 12th day? Then I said, if it is an outsider, I would have spoken differently. But it's a devotee, right? I told him, hey, Prabhu, this is wrong. If your father, if only he had known that you would ask this question after 30, 40 years. If only your father had known you would ask this question 30, 40 years later. Instead of investing on you, he would have invested on Krishna. But Krishna is the one who never leaves us. Prabhuji, kya bolu main, no leaves, no holidays in America, job is very difficult. I said, of course, but your father will never come. Job will come. So many of us, at the cost of money, career is needed, no doubt. At the cost of children, family, we stay away from Krishna consciousness. How many of you agree? And fortunately that father was not hearing these words. And he would never hear these words. This is 2013. Now all of us will reach that stage in 15, 20 years. So how many of you agree? It is better to invest in Krishna equally. If you want, I'll tell one more story. Real story. This is 2008. These are all not Americans, they're all Indians. Very affluent Indians. This family would host the chief ministers. They're a big family in America. All the chief ministers, the union ministers would come to their homes because they're that much famous. One day, the departed NTR also visited their home. Those of you South Indians know NTR, right? So they hosted NTR also from California. They're from California actually. But the time is powerful. NTR is not there. So the father one day, he left the body. By that time they shifted from California to New York. And they had only 2 children. Daughter had a relationship with a Jewish boy. Son is still in California, married to somebody else. And mother called the daughter, your dad is in last minutes, please come. Daughter came. Few minutes later, the gentleman left the world. Daughter said, I can't understand anything of this. She left. Because today's education means what? All these universities. This Swayam Bhagavan Keshav Maharaj says the professors are terrorists. That's what he used the word actually. The professors in colleges, they are actually terrorism, he says. I never said that. So this daughter came and looked at him. Father left the world, mother started crying. I cannot understand this, she left. And not knowing that one day she will go through this. And she called the son. Hey, your father passed away, please come. Son said, I am very busy nowadays. Going through a lot of production issues in the office. Software people can understand. Put him in the morgue, I'll come after 1 month and I'll take care of it. Hey, this is not 2024, huh? This is 2008. This mother first time, she lamented, rather than focusing so much, we focused so much on material life, that's what my session is today. We focus so much on social life, hanging on with ministers. Haribol, Haribol. I mean, they never use the word Haribol, of course. But we never focused on the third line, spiritual life. So they don't even have fundamentals of the life. Trust me, in reality, 1 month later, what can she do? This Prabhu came after finishing all the production issues of the office. This 1 month she kept him in morgue in New York. That's when he came and cremated. Wearing all the suit. You know, America, right? You have to wear the black suit, right? It's all a costly affair, right? We can see with the Westerners, ladies and gentlemen, it is happening with us. It is because of only one thing. We don't have 1% of week. We don't have 1% of week to invest on our spiritual life. Because 24 into 7 is 168 hours. Out of 168 hours, I am telling only 1 hour, which is less than 1%. People don't have time. Busy bee. What is their busy bee? All these honeys, all these bees, they put together their whole lifetime effort. It is sold in Walmart for $5, which is your probably 5 minutes salary or 3 minutes salary. Likewise, when the humans, when they invest their time and money and social life, but they don't invest in Krishna, the Devatas from up, they say, foolish busy bees. This is true with the devotees also. Like Jesus died for our sins is a statement of Christianity. Srila Prabhupada's statement, chant 16 rounds, follow 4 agreed principles, they'll take you back to Godhead. 16 rounds, 16 rounds over. You know, 14th round also my mind is not, there is no focus in my mind. 16th round, happiness because I don't need to touch the bead bag. Tears are coming. 16th round. Everyone is thinking he has become a pure devotee. Tears are coming. But what is his happiness? No need to touch the bead bag for 24 hours. Hare Krishna. So ladies and gentlemen, Srila Prabhupada has given us a process to declare war on Maya. When you are getting initiated or when you are holding a bead bag, you are declaring war on Maya. What is Srila Prabhupada's knack? What is Srila Prabhupada's intelligence? By giving little prasad, by making you jump in kirtan, by giving you, a little association, Srila Prabhupada is giving you a sword to declare war on that infinitely powerful mental energy. And you say, Maya, I don't care. Really? I put 8 billion population into the sleep and you are telling you don't care? I mean, a little less than that because Hare Krishna devotees are there. Maya says, alright, we'll fight. Chalo, killing him. What is your sword? Bead bag. What is her sword? Everything other than bead bag. Or sometimes bead bag also. We put our finger and we fall asleep. Maya says, congratulations, your 16 rounds are over. Oh, of course, really, thank you. So believe me, Krishna consciousness is simple, not easy. Going back to Godhead. I lived in India of 140 crores. I never heard. All these pious Indians, nobody ever said, I got a call from Krishna, I'm going back to Krishna. First time in my life, Geetanagari, Bhakti Tirtha Swami, he publicly declared, he sent an email 2005 January. I got a call from Krishna, I'm going back to Krishna. Ooh. India is not Indian, he's Afro-American, he's telling boldly. I got a call from Krishna, going back to Krishna. From that day onwards, Gita Nagari would attract 200 to 300 people. Why? One person we know is crossing this ocean of cycle of birth and death and going on the other side. Amazing. That's why when he passed away, no disciple cried actually. They all danced. Perfect escape. And at least 4 or 5 occasions people saw him after he passed away. So many stories. So Krishna consciousness is really real. Whether it is real or not, you have no choice. You don't have any other choice. But if you invest in Krishna consciousness, your life will become better. One girl said, Prabhu, you are telling you will go back to Godhead. What will happen to me right now? I said, your life will become better. Your relationships will become better. You will not go through stress. Yesterday I made a presentation on stress management. I wrote 3 books, printed by HarperCollins, one of the top publishers, Krishna's Grace of course. Publishing companies in the world, they printed it. So in Bhakti Center for all Americans, I was presenting it. One girl said, you wrote a book. When is the last time you were stressed out? I told her, 2002 I joined full time. 2004, 20 years ago, that was the last time I went through extreme stress. But after that, no. She said, really? Not that I don't have stressful situations. 2005, I lost my voice for 6 months and our temple did not have money to provide the medical expenses. I went through so many troubles, but I was never stressed out. Stressful situations were there. And the next day morning, Mataji, you should know, I invest 3 to 4 hours of mantra meditation every day. I encourage you to take it up. I told this American. I went through stressful situations, but I'm not stressed out. I was never stressed out after that, 2004. So today's session is, this is all introduction. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came only for one thing. Prema rasa niryasa karite aswadan Ragamarga bhakti loki korite pracharan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came for two purposes. He wanted to experience the Radha Bhav. You want to experience the Radha Bhav. Prema rasa niryasa korite aswadan. You know, what is Radharani's love? You know, one day one reporter asked, if God knows everything, there is also imperfection. One thing you should not know. Yes or no? These reporters would test Prabhupada like anything. One reporter said, Swamiji, you are preaching very aggressively, converting all these Americans. You are making them hippies into happies. When you go there, after you leave this body, when you go there, you realize whatever you have done is wrong. There is no Krishna at all. Everything is wrong, whatever you preached. Swamiji, what will you do? So the guy is giving an if condition. Once you go there, whatever you are telling Krishna, you know, all these things, Krishna, Goloka Vrindavan, nothing is there. When you go there, you realize whatever you are preaching is wrong. What will you do? So the reporter is speaking, asking a question with a mic. You are also, it is being telecast. Prabhupada said, I'll still do it. Why? Anything you do is for happiness. I am happy doing this. Whoever is taking this process, their life is becoming better. They are giving up drug addiction, all the wrong things. Their life is becoming better, they are peaceful. I am happy, they are happy. When I go there, even if I am wrong, I am okay because I am happy. Then he said, what if when I go there, I am right and you are wrong? You will go to hell. When I am wrong, I will not pay any price. I am still happy. Prabhupada said, today I eat, we feed 100 people. We have 108 temples, we don't work. Elephant eats every day 40 kgs. Elephant is not a devotee. When Krishna maintains elephants, why Krishna does not maintain us? We are doing his work. What a faith Srila Prabhupada is. So Prabhupada said, so when I go there, even if I am wrong, I will do it because I am happy, I am making others happy. But when I am right and you are wrong, you will pay a very heavy price. So, another day Srila Prabhupada was asked by a reporter, Swamiji, can God create a rock that he can your God create a rock that he cannot lift? Wow. There are two minuses in this. Can God create a rock that he cannot lift? How many of you understood the question? Can God create a rock that he cannot lift? Prabhupada said, God can create a rock, yes, he cannot lift. Then he lifted. Then he said, then he lifted. So first of all, he will create a rock that he cannot lift it. But Krishna keeps on expanding. His energies keeps on expanding. Eventually, his energies become stronger than rock. Then he lift it. Likewise, Lord Chaitanya, Krishna understood everything. But that one deficiency Krishna could not, the one deficiency Krishna had, he could not understand, he could not fathom the love of Radharani. But Krishna is infinite, Radharani love for Krishna is infinite. Krishna is infinite, Radharani's love for Krishna is infinite. Every time Krishna expands, Radharani's love for Krishna expands. Krishna said, look, I cannot. So like Krishna lifting the rock. So Krishna said, look, what I have to do? I should come as a devotee, then I can fathom. Prema rasa niryasa korite aswadan. So he came to experience the Radha Bhav, to fulfill the deficiency, to prove he is foolproof, perfect. But because he is Yugavatar, Ragamarga Bhakti Loki Korite Pracharan, as a Yugavatar, he distributed that free of cost, freely to each and everyone. Narsinghdev came to protect Prahlad. Vamandev came to take everything from Bali Maharaj and give it to Indra and Devatas. But Lord Chaitanya came only for one purpose. What is that one purpose? To take all of us back to Godhead. Hari Bol. But only thing, develop faith, chant the holy name, stay on the bus, never get down. So when you take the flight from India at 1 o'clock, when you are running on the runway, you really get a feeling you are traveling. You fall asleep 3 p.m., 3 a.m., you'll get up, you will hear only sound, but you don't get a feeling the flight is flying. But don't get on the flight. After 15 hours, the flight will reach New York. So likewise, sometimes you are chanting 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, nothing is happening. No. The flight is flying. Don't get on. You will reach very soon New York or Chicago. So, Lord Chaitanya came only for that one purpose. Sriyam sada paribhoginam abhishtadoham tirthaspadam sivarinchinutam saranyam pratyadeham pranatamaramavadipotam vande mahapushate chararvindam. Shiva virinchi, what Brahma and Shiva are looking for? Lord Chaitanya came to give free of cost. Believe me, Shiva and Brahma, they are not looking for green card. Brahma and Shiva, they are not looking for green card or citizenship. You know? What they are looking for? Krishna Prema. That Lord Chaitanya has come to give free of cost. Patra Abhadra Degi Nadegi Sanistan, whether you have qualification or not, Lord Chaitanya will give. When it rains, low-lying areas flooded. Srila Prabhupada mercy worked perfectly for drug addicts of New York. When it rains, the low-lying areas are flooded. If you say I am most fallen, Nityananda Prabhu will say you are the most qualified. Ajo. He will give it to you. But if you say I have something, I am very qualified, the mercy will come. Firstly, they will give it to most unqualified. Mother will take the 3-month-old child in the hands or 4-year-old child in the hands. Mother will not take the 4-year-old child in the hands. What she will do? 3 months baby, because this baby cannot walk. So in other words, whoever is most unqualified, mother attention goes there. How many of you agree? So we should become like that. That's what Lord Chaitanya came to give. This is spiritual world, we fell down, and this is a kind of the question, and we declared the rebellion on Krishna, and one day we told Krishna, Dad, I don't care. I don't need you. I want to enjoy independence. Krishna says, no, don't do that. Ichha, dvesha, samatena, dvanda mohena bharata. Saravutani sammoham sargyante parantapa. We fell down. So, what is we fell down? This is a session. Trust me, many of you may not know, but we are a pure spirit soul. Because we declared rebellion on Krishna, we forgot. What we forgot? Such a pure spirit soul. When we came to this material world, Krishna told this, that is a today's session, second canto. You know what is Krishna? Krishna told Brahma. Krishna told Brahma, there are these people, they are telling, they want to enjoy independence of me, they don't care. They are declaring rebellion. I want everyone to please hear. Ready? Create a Disneyland where they are willing to go through this much suffering for this much happiness. But they should never give it up. I am repeating again, those of you didn't understand. Create a Disneyland where the people of the Disneyland are willing to go through this much suffering. I can stretch my hands only this much, not beyond that. Actually, it's much more than that. For this much happiness, but they should not give it up. Brahma said, my Lord, I don't have that type of intelligence. These are all your part and parcels, they are very intelligent. I have a question for all of you. You are driving, suddenly you see a board, road closed. Will you go that side next day? Road closed means until they remove the board, you will not go there. Yes or no? Even if your son or daughter, 4 times they say, Dad, you are useless, Dad, you are useless, 5th time, I don't want to talk to them. They graduated, they got their own jobs, let them be where they are. Every time you call, you are useless. Will you call them? Even if they are their own children? No. So we are that much intelligent. So what is Krishna telling? These people create a Disneyland where they are willing to go through this much suffering for this much happiness. Brahma said, there is a chapter called Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy. How many of you remember? There is a chapter in 2nd canto. Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy. Brahma said, my Lord, I don't have the talent. Give me that creative energy. Krishna said, all right. He gave you that creative energy. Then Brahma created. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all this happened, we were all in the dormant state. We were not awake. None of us were software engineers or doctors or professors. We were all in dormant state. That's when this was created. What Brahma did, first of all, Krishna has 3 energies. With inferior metal energy Mahamaya, he created our gross body, this one, earth, water, fire, ether, subtle body, mind, intelligence, ego. But who are we? We are a pure spirit soul. And we are pushed into this, into the ball of flesh. We are pushed. And what happened? Then Maya came into existence. This Mahamaya, called a Trivunatmaka Maya. You can sit down. Trivunatmaka Maya. And what Brahma did, everyone is with me so far. Little technical but very interesting, right? How many of you find it interesting?
Very good.
Okay, so what Brahma did, not even one living unity came down. Everyone was in dormant state. Now Brahma is creating this. Earth also did not come into existence. So what Brahma did, He brought this Maya into existence, Trigunatmaka Maya, where even if we are very intelligent, we are willing to go through this much suffering for this much happiness. Hey, what the intelligence of Brahma, amazing, huh? In other words, you see a board, road closed, still you will go through that. Knowing very well, road closed, this will, if you continue like this will fall the ditch only, still you will drive. Wow. And you think you are not believing, right? I'll give some examples. Should I give an example? And I thought, actually I did not have camera, I have cell phone. I was just coming and our Prabhu who was driving, Parambrahma Prabhu said, Prabhuji, there is a casino here. And look, that's it. How many of you have seen casinos? Do they look like your homes? Shoes here, bed is not made, children's school books here. When you go there, they look beautiful, clean. It means here, if you come here, enjoy. I travel a lot to California, en route Las Vegas. This Las Vegas, from flight, you can see from airport. Oh, they are so clean. Some casinos advertise, we will drop you back to airport free of cost. Means this guy will not even have money to pay the cab fare. I'm honest, many casinos, they have this. We will drop you back to airport. And some casinos, they will not allow you to come in if you don't show the return flight ticket. Means that much they'll rip you off. But what is the beauty? They know you will come again. Play here, win here. Hey, we are putting all these billions only for you. Come and win, take all the money. Wow. Amazing, huh? Coca-Cola, open Coke, open happiness. Real happiness. How many of you want me to give an example? One doctor only told me this. She's a pediatric cardiologist. She's what? Pediatric cardiologist from Wayne State University, Detroit. She said, whenever I want to, clean my toilets, the liquids are very costly. The easiest way to clean the toilet with cheapest price, put Coke or Pepsi to clean it. If the stains are so strong, imagine toilet is not clean for 1 year. Then even if you put the brush, it doesn't work. So she said that time, if you use Coke or Pepsi, your toilet is clean in 2 minutes. One advantage, they are cheap. A, you are putting a powerful acid in the stomach that can even remove the stains on the toilet. Open Coke, open happiness. Real happiness. Wow. Big beefy bliss. Not ordinary bliss. And what is McDonald's logo? I am loving it. I am honest with you. McDonald's has McDonald's customer base never changed. It increased only. Prabhupada was in Prabhupada said, those days Prabhupada said 50 billion served. Prabhupada said 50 billion condemned to hell. Because anybody would eat the beef, the number of years on the cow, that many lifetimes they'll be away from Krishna and suffer. But McDonald's is doing this every day. Not just guaranteed for life, guaranteed for real life. This paint actually. And ladies and gentlemen, I am from Detroit. This is the airport advertisement. I see this shop every week, more or less. I'm And anybody who is shopping this, who is going into the shop is a fool number one. Huh? The shop is telling frivolous, wonderfully unnecessary. They are telling if you are coming and buying this, it is unnecessary for you. Means if you come into my shop, you are fool number one. But I see the people are there in the shop. This is one of the shops of Detroit Airport. One day what I did, I know I'll do a presentation, I click a picture. Can you believe this? Wonderfully unnecessary. Why? It is because we have avidya. So we were all, Earth did not even come into existence. Brahma created 5 types of nations. 5 types of darkness. And also what is that? These are all rebellious souls. In this only sun will come. What is spiritual world? You don't need any sun. Natad bhasyate surya na shashanka napavaka yadgatva na nivartante tadama paramamama. But this world is a darkness. You need sun and moon. There you don't need. So why he did that? Because the rebellious souls, this is a prison house, they need to be reformed. Brahma created 5 topics. What he did? He created these 5 types of nations. Everyone, self-deception, sense of death, anger after frustration, sense of false ownership, illusory body conception, or forgetfulness of own identity. Krishna, Brahma, as soon as you're ready to come down, Brahma gave this 5 jackets and he put on you. Wear it, go down. So, we'll come from down. Forgetful own identity. Hey, who are you? I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a professor. You forgot you're a spirit soul. Yesterday, in my stress management or anger management, today evening I'm presenting in Brooklyn, anger management. When a problem comes, I have a question for all of you. How do you address the problem? Whether it is son not listening, relationship problem, job problem, or any problem, how do you address the problem? You will address the problem with the premise. I am an Indian. If you're an Indian, I came from India 20 years ago. I am married. I have 2 kids, 1 kid, whatever. I. And with this premise, you will address the problem. You are whatever you think you are the designations of 50 years ago they were not there, 50 years later they won't be there. Whomever you are with today, 50 years ago they were not there, 50 years later they won't be there. Many people consider time with money. 50 years later, ladies and gentlemen, the bank account will be there, you won't be there. Wow! So when you address this problem with the premise, all the designations, you reduce your ability to solve the problem by 70-80%. Because you are thinking what you are not. But instead you address the problem. I am a spirit soul, as powerful as sun. Today is the first day of the year. I saw a very vibrant, hot sunlight. So it's like India, I thought. So we are like it. Ladies and gentlemen, like the sun, we have the same power. I am as powerful as sun. Because sun is also spirit soul. We are also spirit soul. But today we are conditioned. That person is cheating me. This person is cheating me. He cheated me. More than anybody, your senses are cheating. Your mind is cheating. That's it. So because we forgot. Second one, sense of false ownership. How many of you played a game called business? Business. Raise your hands. I know many people played. I also played. Nobody played business game?
401k also business.
Monopoly. Yeah, Monopoly. I'm sorry. Yeah, Monopoly. I'm sorry. Huh? Monopoly.
Catan.
Okay, I don't know. So what you will do? 3 post office. You buy the post office. 4 airport. You'll buy it. And the moment your friend falls in the airport, pay the tax. After 3 hours, mom comes. In 2 days we have exams. Nikalo. And you will give all the currency cash to them. That they will put close and will go home. 20 years later, same credit card. This property is mine, that property is mine. Another 20 years later, your son will say this property is mine. 50 years later, your grandson. But you won't be there. Hare Krishna. How many of you played game chess? You know the very unique thing about chess? How many of you want to know? You really want to know?
Yeah.
End of the game, whether the king, bishop, pawn or rook, everyone has to go in the box only. When you go in the box, you are no longer king, no longer bishop, no longer rook. Hare Krishna. So, sense of followership like that monopoly. This is mine, this is mine. Krishna is looking, Maya is looking, Kala, chalo, chalo, some more, some more. But if you add Krishna to everything, it will become bhakti. The moment Krishna is not there, very tricky. It is illusion. Why? Why am I telling this? Maharaj Ambaresh, Maharaj Parikshit, Maharaj Yudhishthir, they are all emperors. They are probably trillion times richer than many of you. Why their name is there in Bhagavatam? Even after owning that much, they never thought they own it. They became just custodians. They gave importance only to bhakti. That's why they occupied pages of Bhagavatam. We are not occupying the pages of Bhagavatam for that reason. And anger after frustration. Whenever you are frustrated, you become angry. We all become angry. And the first one, sense of death. Bhagavad Gita, hey, there is nothing but death means you take the jacket out and make another jacket. That's it. 18 verses, 2.12 to 2.30. You are not this body, you are not this body, you are not this body. There used to be a devotee called Prabhu. Our Murli Prabhu knows him very well. He would do a class in Pittsburgh, 1 verse a week. I would also attend it. One day one guest said, Sir, past 5 weeks I am coming. You are telling the same verse every week, you are not this body. When will you end you are not this body sloka and go to next sloka? So he doesn't know, he is doing different slokas, but the message is same. What is the message? You are not this body. The first 18 verses of Krishna's preaching to us, we don't even believe. There's actually, if you want, I can tell his name at the end. When Sannyasi was eating, we were taking lunch together in Vrindavan. He said, Yugal Kishore, I have a realization. I said, Maharaj, please tell me. What is the realization, Maharaj? I think I am this body. It's a joke actually. And then I start laughing. Maharaj, what are you talking? Yeah, past 25-30 years we are preaching we are not this body. Yesterday I went to a dentist, had my tooth extracted, then I realized I am this body. So much pain. So, the first lesson of Gita that Krishna has been emphasizing in 18 verses, we don't even realize. Many of us come to the Bhakti Ruksha programs to decorate nicely. I should look nicely where Krishna is telling you not this body. Hare Krishna. So self-deception. Prabhuji, I need your guidance. Of course. I am here to guide you. Hey, out of 16 rounds, 14 rounds you cannot even focus. You are there to guide somebody. That is what is called a self-deception. And in the deception only we lead our lives. And Brahma creating this, Brahma was creating this. And Brahma understood, hey, this is what I am going to push all my brothers and sisters. Brahma is also like us. Brahma is not Krishna. Brahma is a Jiva like us. Brahma felt very sad. They are all coming down to enjoy, only to suffer birth after birth after birth after birth. I have a question for all of you. You got an engineering, you got into engineering, oh, you're happy. But next day onwards, 4 years you're studying. You finished engineering, you're happy, no job. Finally, you got a job. Oh, but you don't know anything. You are scared of supervisor. 2 years, you got everything. You're a little bit happy. One day, that happiness shattered by your friend coming from America. I get $5,000. Dollar is 80 rupees. So you're sad. So udhar jana hai. So if you go to America, I'll be happy. If you come to America, you'll be happy. You came to America also. You're not happy. If you get married, I'll be happy. You got married also. Yeah, then you realize, why I'm not happy? You don't have children. If I have children, I'll be happy. You got children also. Finally, you conclude, let me work for them. Once I retire, then I'll be happy. Let me work hard. So you'll work very hard. Suddenly one day you'll 65. So knee pains, before 65 only knee pains start. You need glasses also. So don't worry, I'm talking about myself only. So in that process, what is lost is time. Time was lost. Anything what you have, after even if finally you get it, after 2 days you get bored. Wow. So Brahma, he created all these things. Cut the story short. Brahma felt this is what they are going to pay the price. Birth after birth after birth after birth, they suffer. Then Brahma felt compassionate, and what he did? Hey, to this prison house, let me create an exit. He created. I have a question for all of you. How many of you are hearing for the first time? Let us be honest. मैं पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ ये तो. How many of you are hearing 5 types of nations created by Brahma? Let us be honest. Unless you read the thoroughly second canto, you cannot. If you can slip over also, because second part is difficult to understand. Then what Brahma did? Brahma created an exit for this. What is that exit? For 4 types of ignorance, 5 types of ignorance, 4 types of knowledge. बेटा, यदि आपको बाहर जाना है, बाहर निकलना है, there are 4 ways. With this 4 ways only you can make an exit. Otherwise, you'll stay here for the rest of the life. Not rest of the life, rest of the eternity. Wow. So what he did? First thing, everyone, analytical study. Yoga for liberation. Vairagya, detachment. Tapasya, austerity. If you follow this only, you can make an exit. In other words, you want gulab jamun? Definitely not. Rasagulla? No. Sense enjoyment? No. Hare Krishna mantra? Of course. But today what we are telling? Bead bag? No. Rasagulla?
Yes.
2 times. And then Maya says, stay here only. That's where Lord Chaitanya comes. Lord Chaitanya also felt very sad. Hey, what is this? जीव जागो गौरचंद्र बोले कोट निदर जाओ मैं पिसे चरकोले इनेची औषधि माया नसीबरो लागी हरिनाम महामंत्र लवो तुमी मागी. Hey, I am bringing a harinam औषध. What is that? I am bringing a medicine. Take it. So we all know. Bead bag? No. Gulab jamun? Yes. What Lord Chaitanya did? He spiritualized gulab jamun. When you say gulab jamun, you are going away from this maya. But this should be spiritualized prasad. That is Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, he made the most difficult process into the easiest. Most difficult goal. He made us achieve the most difficult goal through the easiest process. Goal is difficult. Get out of this. Process should be, if it is difficult, we all go to forest and meditate. Next week nobody will come. Hey, Prabhu बोलते हैं हमेशा family के छोड़ के एक जंगल जाओ बोलते हैं इसलिए उधर मत जाएगा. One day one person said, hey, why are you not coming to temple? Every Sunday feast I come, different speaker will say, no meat eating, pain. Okay, next week, no alcoholism, another shot. No relationships, no illicit relationships. You can have relationships, no problem. No gambling. After that chant 4 rounds, 8 rounds, 16 rounds of finally I decided, instead of giving up all, give up this temple only. A mandir chodo. Then you lead a peaceful life. He said, that's why I'm not coming. When you're all not there, I come on Monday, take darshan and go. And nobody will say anything to me. Luckily, one person will be there, give a little prasad. He is happy, I am happy, together we are happy. I said it doesn't work like that. So the point is, these are the 4 types of knowledge. One is, first one to translate, to make you understand. Read Prabhupada books, Shastra Dhenam Swadhyaya. 5 minutes, read only 3 minutes, 1 verse to begin with. Srila Prabhupada, what is the one day Srila Prabhupada told Ctr Apr. Prabhupada was sleeping. Ctr Apr was massaging his feet. Prabhupada suddenly said, I told Krishna I don't want to go. You told Krishna? Yes. Ctr Apr said that time there was no tape recorder to record. This was not recorded because it's a night. I told Krishna I don't want to go. But Krishna said no. You have to go, you have to write books. There will be law books for next 10,000 years. And people, when they apply that, they will try to get out of this present house. They will try to come back to spiritual world. So read Srila Prabhupada books. Yoga for liberation, Bhakti Yoga. We teach Hare Krishna tradition, we teach pure Bhakti Yoga. I went to India, actually. In Bangalore, one person told me, hey, you are the purest Hindus, sir. Amazing. You are the purest Hindus. You guys don't eat onion garlic. You don't eat tea and coffee. Continue doing it. I said, you should also join. No, somebody should be there to watch also, right? We start watching how nicely people are doing. If you are deviating, we'll correct you. You continue. We will watch. But you people are making all of us 140 crore population, whatever. This many, we are making us proud. I said, that is great, sir, but you can also... So there are people like that who want to be on the stands and clap. We need them also, no doubt. So we teach Bhakti Yoga. To the extent you are sincere in the process. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. Whenever gave me breakfast, it has to digest, I am speaking. Whether you apply or not, it's not my problem. My problem is whether I finish my rounds or not. I got up in the morning, I did it. And let me tell you, ever since I touched 50, I increased my rounds. First time there is a shift in my life. Why? You are spending all the time, अरे is not chanting, उन्होंने छोड़ दिया जपा, अरे इतना मेहनत करने के बाद वो भी छोड़ दिया. I said, look, if they become devotees, it's between them and Krishna. My duty is to convey the message. But to increase your sadhana, Ayendra Prabhu said this. Nobody, conditioned souls are always there. 800 crore population, 8 billion population. How many people you make? 200-300. So rather than becoming a champion of powerful preaching, go behind Prabhu. I did that. So many years. But now I said no. Whether you will come with me or not, I will go alone. You invite you Prasad, I have to speak. If you take it seriously, out of 60,000 disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, only one person would come to, at least one or maybe a few more, I don't know, but I know one person for sure, would come to the class to listen with the intent to apply. But everyone misunderstood him. Out of 60,000 people, only one person would come to listen with the desire to apply and change. He was a businessman. Everyone thought he is a pounds and shillings man. Abhay Babu would not even come to Yatra. Abhay Babu would not even come to see Guru Maharaj. He is always pounds and shillings man. What is Srila Prabhupada? What is the opinion of people in Gaudiya Math about Srila Prabhupada? Abhay Babu is always a pounds and shillings man, busy making money. But nobody knew Abhay Babu was making money to give to Guru Maharaj, to spread Krishna consciousness. And every time he would come to listen with an intent to apply and change. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finishing our class in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Should I continue? Hungry. So, if not, after 20 minutes after the class, somebody will ask at 3 o'clock, Yugal Kishore Das came here. What did he speak? I don't remember, but this prasad is very good. Means you heard through this and it went through this. Ladies and gentlemen, that's wrong. No. If you are willing to, you are listening to, with a will to change, today will be a red letter day in your life. 20 years later, you have confidence. And the Prabhu says, there are 3 Uttama Adhikaris, Mahabhagavad devotees. How many of you want to know? 3 Mahabhagavad devotees. 1. A person who has come to this world already says the self-realized Srila Prabhupada. To lecture here, Prabhupada is there. Swamiji, you are sick or what? I said, no, I am not sick. But Swami Prabhupada, you are so grave. Prabhupada said, I am meditating. Meditating on what? What is that Yashoda has kept in the lunchbox for Krishna? No? Srila Prabhupada made, everyone is thinking Srila Prabhupada is sick. But Prabhupada is telling, I am meditating today. What is Yashoda putting in the lunchbox of Krishna? Prabhupada is here, but he is, whatever is happening is Siddha. Can I give one more example? One temple president told me, one guru, Indian guru, when he would come to America, before he would come to America, he would get a wagon load of water. Yamuna water, Ganga water, I don't know, but Indian water will come. So when he would come to America, what they would do, sir, you will tell him, Swamiji, come to our home for prasad. Wait. We'll give you 4 liters of water. Cook food with this water only. You are listening or not? And he will take bath with that Indian water only. Why? American water is, there is no consciousness, it's contaminated. And this 2 months stay in America, he would take bath with that water, and whenever somebody would invite him for prasad, he would give them this water to cook. He would drink only that water. One day somebody went to him and said, do you know Swami Prabhupada? He said, yes. What is good about him? Swami Prabhupada came to America, lived with hippies, ate their food, stood with them, stayed with them, but without being affected, he transformed all of them, not just hippies of America, people from all over the world. At the end he went back to India. This person said, really? Siddha. Before coming to this world, he is a Siddha, he is a liberated. Trust me, in India, one guru from one relation will not glorify another guru. But he said, no, he is a Siddha, he is a liberated personality. Krishna Kripamurti. I cannot do that. If I hang on with hippies and eat their food the same day, patam. That person is Siddha. So that is, either Prabhu says the Mahabhagavad devotee 1, Nitya Siddha. They will come only for deliverance. Second one, they come here, they get initiated, they receive initiation, and they do the sadhana. One day, they will be liberated. One leg is here, one leg is there. Sadhana Siddha. They will know what is happening. Time and again I hear, this Prabhu went back to Godhead. When Mataji left, she was 42, electronics engineer by education, software engineer by profession from our temple. She left the world. And as spiritual master, she went back to Godhead. You know? So one more spiritual master said that why went back to Godhead? These two different spiritual masters. So they are able to tell that. The point I am making is, they are also Siddhas. Their leg is here, but leg is there. Third one, you can try for that. Should I tell? Yes. Ayendra Prabhu says, attain taste for the Harinam, Ruchi. मिल गया क्या? टेस्ट आ गया क्या? हरिनाम का रुचि आ गया? अभी तक आए नहीं, गुलाब जामुन का रुचि आ गया? No, you have to work. You have to work to get the taste for the Harinam, taste for the Shastra reading, taste for service. Then, there is a third Mahabhagavad devotee, even though there are impurities in the heart. I have a question for all of you. I know many of you for 20 years. What is the first stage? Shraddha. Next stage of Shraddha? Sadhu Sangha. Very good. Third one? Bhajane Kriya. Very good. Fourth one? Ananda. Very nice. Fifth one? Nishtha stage. Nishtha stage means whether you got promotion, you came home at 12 o'clock, 12 rounds left, you have to do 12 rounds. Somebody passed away, 16 rounds. You got a promotion, 16 rounds. The way you brush you have a schedule in your day, brushing teeth, vacating, going to toilet, going to office, eating 3 times. Likewise, if you put holy name, 16 rounds. And your life means Ulamala. No matter hell or high water, whether rains or sunshines, I do chanting 16 rounds. I follow Bhakti Yoga process. What is it called? What is that stage? Nishtha. What is that stage? Of course, Harinam Chintamani says to enter Nishtha, there is a gateway. There is a great way. There is a gateway to your great way. What is the great way? What is the gateway? Trinadapisunichana, third verse. Without third verse, nobody can go to fourth verse. Nobody can go to Ruchi from Nishtha. Interesting or not? I'm sorry, downloading all the information I have not come for years. But is it okay or not?
Yes.
Should I continue or not?
Yes.
Not hungry, right?
No.
Great. So, Ruchi. Ruchi, when after Nishtha only Ruchi will come. Sometimes people will say, actually one day Radha Goswami was giving class in Dallas. One Mata said, I've been chanting 25 years. Nothing is happening. That's why I have given up. After 25 years, when I heard this, nobody should tell me in our congregation. And I did a seminar on Manas Siksha written by Ravinath Das Goswami. When I read myself, then I understood Shuddha Bhakti enters in the 7th verse. I am still at the 4th verse only. Hare Krishna mantra, like you joined a college, after 4 years you will be graduated. Hare Krishna means, Hare Krishna process means you are doing PhD in pharmacology. PhD. You know any PhD in pharmacology? Pharmacy. Okay, thank God. Why I did not say electrical engineering? Why I did not say mechanical? Why I said pharmacy? One PhD student told me, PhD in pharmacy means you close your eyes and keep mixing medicines. One day, for somebody 3 years later, medicine to nikala, you got PhD. After 10 years also, no PhD. You guys still keeping on mixing only. So not like that. I mean, I'm joking, but Ruchi, you have to get Ruchi. Those of you who are serious, read Manasiksha by Ravinath Das Goswami. I'm impressed. Rati Manjari, very dear Manjari of Radharani. He himself wrote this book, Ravinath Das Goswami. So many movies are there on him. So Ruchi, somehow progress to Ruchi in this life, before the end of the life. I'm honest with you, I've attained success. After Ruchi, what is the next one? Asakti, attachment. After attachment, bhava. What will happen? No, what will happen in bhava? No, no speculation. No. Okay, in bhava stage, you'll come to know your relationship with Krishna, you'll come to know your service Krishna, you'll come to know your spiritual form. Everyone. Bhava stage, what will happen? You'll come to know your relationship. Means which rasa? You're a kalparuksha, or you're a servant, or you're a friend, or a parental, or a conjugal. You'll come to know your relationship with Krishna. What is the second one? Your service. 2 days before leaving the world, one mother told, my dear son, don't worry. My service is packing the lunch box. I'm going to leave the world in 2 days. She left. She told her service. She told her spiritual form. So she told her relationship. That happens in the Bhava stage. I have a question for all of you. Let us see. You're all attending. Can we fall down in Bhava stage? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why?
Bhava stage is still not stable. You have to be stable.
Bhava stage also, a jiva can fall down.
Bharat Maharaj, he fell down.
Very good. Bharata Maharaj fell down, he attended Bhava stage. 2-3 weeks, he'll go back to Godhead, Maya came.
Maya.
So there is an intermediate stage called Sthai Bhava. But anyway, that's when there is no patan. Maya can still capture you in Bhava stage. Then what the next one? Prema. Prema. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever little progress you will make, that is eternal. Every mantra you hear is eternal. Every service you render is eternal. I tell this in my temple. You all should know, any service you are doing, Radharani knows that. And whenever I corrected some devotees, she was very upset with me. Then I stopped. I stopped actually correcting people. I merely corrected. So the point I'm trying to tell is, no, not that you are serving and Krishna is just watching. No, Krishna knows everything. So HR for our temple is actually Gaurnitai. It is run by, of course, Radharani is mother of the universe. She supervises everything. But the CEO of this organ is Krishna. So, we practice Bhakti Yoga and Vairagya detachment. I take 1 minute. Can I take 1 minute?
Yes.
Anything you are attached to you during chanting, it will come. Trust me, I am honest with you. First round, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Child 1. Second round, child 2. Third round, job. Fourth round, your all the assets. Fifth round, asset 2. Fifth round, sixth round. How many of you agree? But there is another attachment. You don't like somebody. Other side of attachment. Dvesha. They will also come. In all the impurities, holy name will try to push it from your heart. Because that's the power of the holy name. And what we will do? We are pushing it and you will hold it. Arena will push it, you will hold it. That's why we meditate on it. You let the arena push it. Ravindra Swarup actually is not here. If it is coming to you again and again, means you have an attachment for that. He made that statement on that. So, detachment. Grosthas, you should have 3 things. Job, family and bhakti, nothing else. But if you focus on your career, India political elections, America elections, so all the things will come in your japa. 10 rounds India elections. अभी जो जपा अच्छी तरह मेडिटेट कर रहा हूँ किसके ऊपर इंडिया इलेक्शंस के ऊपर फर्स्ट 8 राउंड इंडिया इलेक्शंस नेक्स्ट 8 राउंड अमेरिका 1992 when finance minister of India and prime minister would quarrel, this Hindu newspaper would report. 2 years later the prime minister died. 8 years later the finance minister also died. But my time was wasted by reading those newspapers. So last one is tapasya. Chanting 16 rounds, following 4 religions is an austerity. So I will not finishing, it will take some more time. But so my point is, so you have to do 3 plus 2 more. I'll finish it. My request to you, probably invited me with all the way. First one is good sadhana. Whether initiate, not initiate, be honest to yourself. You cannot cheat anybody, you can cheat yourself. Invest on sadhana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Never underestimate the power of the bead bag. Holy name. Oh, that's what I realized after this many years. Holy name is everything. Harinam. Harinam. Invest on that. That's the only thing that will come with you. Not children, not the bank account. Second thing, sadachara, behavior. You do your rounds and in the daytime, you try to do push like this, push like this. Whenever people saw impurities in me, they would be, only one word, if you speak one word bad, they'll go away. Wow. Good behavior is very important. Sadachara. I have a request for all of you. Have a good relationship with everyone. Very important. Good relationship, first thing is appreciation and gratitude. So you call your parents and say, Mom, Dad, because of you only I am here like this. Thank you very much. You brought me up. So many times, you want to go to picnic and I became sick and you took care of me. When you start glorifying parents, they'll start crying actually on the phone. Yes, sir? When you go and tell your spouse, thank you very much, you're amazing. They say, what is this new drama? क्या चाहिए आपको?
आपको क्या चाहिए?
Why are you doing this? They can't believe it. Parents, they can believe it, but so when I started going to Detroit Temple, just to increase the relationships, we started birthdays, celebrating birthdays. So Prabhuji's birthday comes. Bhaktruksha, everyone will glorify except one person. You all know who it is. So humble, he may have Lexus, but still very humble. He does a lot of service, he will not say no to anybody. So one person is thinking, what do you know? Friday evening Bhaktruksha 2 hours is not that person. If you want to see that person, come to my home and see on Monday. And 2 months later, Mataji birthday comes. Everyone will go there. Kya banati, amazing, manna padega. One person is thinking, what do you know? So one time I took little elderly wife and husband to his holiness Radhana Swami in India. Maharaj said, Mataji, your face shows you are so pure at heart. Husband immediately said, you should ask me that. The very elderly still he said that, you should ask me first. So not like that. Our presence in this world is very temporary. Trust me, we don't have any problem telling thank you. But tell thanks to the family members here. They came with you 10,000 miles, they left after leaving everything back 10,000 miles, they came, they are here with you today, year after year after year. Tiny disagreements are okay. Tell thank you and I'm grateful. Like movies, if you sing a song, that's fine with me. But say thank you very much. I have not seen somebody Ravana personification of all the bad qualities, or Lord Ram personification of good qualities. Just do this. Honestly speaking, nowadays I'm stopping the session and I say, go and tell. Call them at least. Because appreciation goes very far. Gratitude goes very far. So tell your children, tell your spouse especially, I'm very grateful to you. Thank you very much. You have the ocean of good qualities. They'll smile. They're happy. How many agree? Everyone wants that. Everyone needs a shoulder to cry. So third one, satsang. Once in a week at 168 hours, come only 1 hour. 1.5 hours, half an hour prasad only. Just 1 hour you listen, satsang. Prasangam vajram pasam atmano kavyavid saiva sahaja krishna. Moksha dvaram apavardam. The doors for liberation are open when you come and invest 1% of the week. Listen to sadhus. And thumb rule in Sadachar, don't criticize anybody. How many of you want to make progress in Bhakti? Don't criticize anybody, especially devotees. When somebody is criticizing, you walk out. But no, you cannot ruin your Bhakti. When two people have a problem, I have seen both will have spiritual problems. When two people quarrel, they both will experience spiritual problems. I have seen this again and again and again and again. Krishna says, you settle yourself and come, then I will see. Please don't criticize anybody. Yes, there is a problem, but that's okay. Krishna will settle it. No, you don't need to. Please don't do that. If you want to make progress. If you take that vow, I'll eat only prasad. I will not eat outside. That's a big, giant step. And if you say, I will not criticize anybody, somebody is criticizing you, that's okay. You are not the body, you are a spirit soul. It will not touch you. Or they are taking your bad karma. But don't criticize. And the last one, seva. Service. Any little service you salpam apishya dharmasya trete mahatobaya neha vikramashasti pratyavaya navadite. Little service you do, Krishna knows that. That's what I realized. So thank you very much. And so Shastra, I told this. Sadhana, Sadachar, Satsang, Shastra and Seva, Swadhyaya Seva. And Japa, deity worship, reading scriptures, following instructions of the spiritual master, and this Japa will go forward. Follow this thing. And little preaching actually. Preaching is Lord Chaitanya became a preacher, Krishna himself became a preacher, he also became a preacher. And then little late. We are not the body and spirit. If you apply these 5 things, you'll go back to spiritual. What are the 5 things I said? First one? Sadhana. Second one? Third one? Third one, Satsang. Swadhyaya, Sat, Fifth one? That's it. And don't criticize anybody. And what are the 4 things Brahma created to make an exit from this? Self-deception. No, self-deception is different. Analytical study. If you follow, you'll make an exit. Anyways, the conclusion, Srila Prabhupada, as simple thing, eat prasad nicely, chant 16 notes nicely, don't criticize anybody, read Prabhupada books, come and do service. It's a fun-filled, powerfully packed program. You'll attain the perfection of life. You'll go back to God. Thank you very much. If I have spoken anything wrong, please do excuse me as your humble servant. But very grateful for your patient audience. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you very much for practical solution for all our problems. We are short of time, otherwise Prabhuji has a lot more to say, and yes, he has to go to Brooklyn Temple for another discourse. So we'll have a quick question and answer session. Is that okay, Prabhu? Yes. Please, anybody has questions? Yeah, please come forward. So later on, after question and answers, or? So while, as I mentioned at the early stage, that Yugal Kishore Prabhu has also authored many books, several books. You can see in the flyer, I have put those books. Anger management, stress management, time management. So all those books, they come in a package. So we are going to display those books, and if you are interested, please, you can buy that. You can sign those books. Also, if you have any doubts, you can ask him. He's getting the books. So while he's getting those books, anybody has any questions, please go ahead.
The book that he was mentioning, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. The book that you were mentioning, who is the author of the book? I didn't get it. Manas Siksha
by Raghunath Das Goswami.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice lecture. Thank you.
Hare Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada mentioned again and again about one verses from Ctr Apr. He says, "Ei Brahmanate Brahmite koi bhagyavan ji, Guru Krishna kripa bhakti bhakti." So many of us, we are initiated, and many of us, we are aspiring to have initiation. It's very rare, the gift we have got, but most of the time we forget. And my question is how we can become serious and sincere and sincerely convinced about a bhakti. Like we don't have so many serious, of course in ISKCON so many devotees are there, but serious devotees, like the way Prabhupada says, blindly practice all the teachings of acharyas and practice. Not many are there. We see very few. How we can be in that category? How we can come on that platform, in that stage?
I mean, Prabhuji, you are telling like that, but I see many people who are very serious. Maybe it is in the vision. I've seen so many people very serious nowadays. Actually, even if nobody is there, we should become that. It's very important. We should become that.
I'm asking about myself.
So the answer is this, Prabhuji. One is association, Sangha. Sadhu Sangha. Someone has to remind you. Or, one is definitely Sadhu Sangha. You have to hear. That's why I said, hear with a desire to change. And if you don't read, Prabhuji, definitely you will talk about Indian politics or American politics. When you read, you will tell the people, hey, this is what I read about Krishna. You will share. But when you don't read, what happens is you will share some mundane things. And this is true with everyone. So when you come and meet somebody, you talk invariably about Krishna. Otherwise, Bhakti Vriksha is over, the moment Prasad starts, you know what? Did you know this? What? This thing happened in New York. Next to 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. That's not good. My question to those people who talk, can you solve the problem in New York? Can you solve the problem in India? Then why are you discussing it? Do you know what happened in Philly Temple? Whatever has happened in the Philly Temple, can you solve it? Then why do you discuss it? And you are actually contaminating other person's mind. Your mind is already contaminated. Actually, one time I wrote an article in BTG. What are the 5 things Rupa Goswami said out of 64 angas? What are the 5 angas? If you follow sincerely, you'll make progress. Anybody?
Staying in the holy dham.
One.
Staying in the dham. Association with accepting Guru and reading Srimad Bhagavatam.
Deity worship. So, Mathuravas means go. We all go to Mathura and increase their land prices, not like that. Make your home a temple. Make your home Vrindavan. What is the second one? Second one, japa, chanting. Third one, deity worship. Fourth one, reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Fifth one, serving Guru and devotees. Where you draw maximum energy from this, the power of Maya, you lack in this 5, you develop, that's what you said. Familiarity with these 5 angas, instead of making progress, you develop, first day when you go to temple, Philly Temple, wow, Radha, Sharad Vihari. Krishna is the biggest salesman. When you come to the first day, Krishna reveals also. Satsur Kumara says, if at all anybody makes any progress in bhakti, first 2 years, they don't know anything. When you go there, amazing. Krishna is amazing. When you eat prasad, the nectar, because Krishna really gives. When you chant the holy name, this Prabhu chanted 2 rounds to 4 rounds. Haribol, you said Haribol. You really got a feeling you have achieved something. Because you started giving up 4 regular principles. In that kick, you'll get initiated also. But then what Krishna does, he'll withdraw his mercy. Now you're initiated 2 rooms. Why can't they shorten the mantra? Why mantra is so big? You have to work on it. Krishna says that. You have to work on it. Now what happens? On the top of it, you'll add offenses. Earlier you were so grateful for prasad. Why chapati is not there? It's oily stuff all the time. Prasad is all oily only. So these those days, first days, everyone is a pure devotee. Now, everyone is not a pure devotee. The devotee is great, I know, but there's a but. Hey, that is not his problem, it is your problem. By telling but, you cannot change that person. By not telling, if possible, first you reform yourself. Kali Yuga means quarrel. Do you think Maya will let you go like that? There is a book in Harismriti where this is mentioned. What is mentioned? Goal should be, I'll cut the story, I can speak till 3 o'clock actually. There is a virodhi to the process. Prapyasya brahmano rita praptasya pratigatmana prapyapayam phalam prapte tadha prapti virodhi cha. There is a virodhi to the process. Now you got initiated in Philadelphia, you are chanting around, you'll go back to Godhead. Do you think Maya will let you go? No. There is an enemy to this process. Who is that? Maya. During the progress, your parents will say, don't chant, go to movie. Spouse will say, if you chant, I'll go home also. Finally, somehow you start hanging on this. Then in the temple, quarrel. When you quarrel, Maya enjoys. Kali Yuga means already Maya is there. Fire. There is air also. Kali. Both parties will go through suffering. First thing, sometimes people ask me, do you know this? I don't know. Do you want to know this? I don't want to. Why? I cannot solve it. I have no problems. And let me tell you, I tell this for wife and husband. I'm telling this to devotees. We all have taken birth this time. We have a huge baggage. Everyone. Our baggage is equal to Mount Sumeru. We have some good karma, that's why you came to America, but we all have baggage. Means tomorrow 9:30 morning you have to suffer. Many times I told in Bensalem actually before, but I am repeating it, you all forgot. So what is that? Wait, I am using it. So 9:30 suffering has to come. Ladies and gentlemen, your suffering will not come through your glorification. When somebody glorifies you, that is not your suffering. Your suffering is from quarrel. Do you think you will quarrel with the neighbor? You will not open the door. Quarrel will not come from neighbor. Inside with spouse. You have to suffer 9:30, 9:20, this glass falls down. What falls down? 9:20 and only this glass only falls down. But you're rushing. And you'll go and you'll tell heavy words to your daughter. In India you'll slap. Then your husband says, hey, why are you doing like this? So you're so angry now. This girl got all the qualities of your mom. She got the qualities of my mom. The next 1 hour free movie. And I'm not done. You know what will happen? Please, I request everyone. This is what I mentioned in my books. You have a 3-bedroom home. The spouse will come. What you will do? She will look at you. And you look at her, what she will do? In the same room you are there. You cannot look each other. How many of you agree?
Not always.
Most of the time. No, seriously. And you know what happened? And for example, I tell you, this is what I mentioned in the book. I encourage everyone to please read. What I mentioned in the book is, this is all because of based on the years of counseling. Okay, you forgot the key. Yesterday you had a heavy quarrel. You are married for 20 years. 20 years of love and affection you have. But yesterday you quarreled heavily on maybe finances or dog children. You knock the door because you forgot the key. You will go and spouse is inside and spouse 2 is outside. You knock the door. Mataji comes and opens the door. I have a question for all of you. When you see that person, your husband or wife, do you remember your 19 years of wonderful loving exchange? Yesterday what happened? That is a proof Kali is working. Kali works. So you listen, this is what I mentioned later. So you look at him, because you're married 20 years, you know. How much I have served you, so nicely I served you. This is what you tell me yesterday. Your ego is there only to tell you're right. You can't bring a Supreme Court judge to say who is right. You can never bring it. So what she's telling, she opened the door, she's not speaking. But as soon as you look at her, or look at him, she should have served you nicely. You are really cruel, you are like Ravana. But you set in the mind. And then when the door is open, she comes, starts walking inside. That person, this signal touches him. He doesn't know, but it will touch him. I served you so nicely. I have given you my life. Though you told me this, everything I said yes. You are really like Surpanaka only. Hey, they are not talking. Not even one word came out. Ladies and gentlemen, your mind is a transmitter. Mind speaks. And between you, so you are in that room, he is here. This is all iron curtains, Maya, filled with negativity. And you are sitting in that room, you are like a monkey. And here, that signal will come and touch him. You are really like a donkey. And there is a communication happening, they didn't speak. If you want, I can prove also. I proved this actually. Actually, this is not my technique. Bhakti Devaswami one time he proved. But next year he left the world. I saw that. But I will a little bit improvised, of course. My point to you, hey, your mind is talking. Now I'll tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days over. The tension is heavy. You love the children, he will love the children. But there's a heavy thickness, the layer is affected. How many agree? You want a solution for this? Your chanting should be very good. I told this to some people. You know what you have to do? Go and you need to fill your lung with air and you go to the person and say, so I prepared that person. So that person will be walking towards the husband. But then signals will be coming. Coming again, catch it. So you will go. So catch hold of that person's hand. Did you take prasad? Little temperature. Then inside, what is this new drama? Appa, you are coming this way. You are throwing a bucket of positive attitude. With all the negativity touching you, you are conveying a message to Krishna, my Lord, I am sincere. Radha Mandodari never left Ravana. But Mandodari never supported Ravana. Always she corrected him, but Mandodari never left Ravana. She loved him. Interesting. And when demons are working like that, why not humans? So that's why today I said appreciation. By sending negative signals, you cannot change any other person. By sending positive signals, I love you, is a big word. Today love, there is no love. Love means service. You do 10 times, 11th time. One day I asked one American, But in America, 70% of marriage is divorced in the first 3 years. You are married for 38 years. He said, दोनों हाथ से ताली बजती है. Right? So for the sound to come, both hands. He said, my wife is a saint. Every time my hand went like this, she went back. After a few years, I realized this person is great. I stayed with him. Then I changed. So don't expect other person to change. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna 1.5 hours. Nobody from Duryodhana side changed. Who changed? Arjun changed. Ladies and gentlemen, the world will not change. You change. But you say, I'm affected, I'm thrown. Hey, at least you're conveying a message to Krishna, you're sincere, you'll go back to Godhead also. Your life will become better. Others may throw stones at you again, don't worry. They will not change. But you have one person behind you. Who? That's what I mentioned in this. In the anger management. This is my 20 years of traveling. And of course, someone never married, but I know more than that. Someone, Mati said, how do you know it's happening here? You're telling as though you're seeing at home. It's because of, cultivation. We'll end it here. Thank you very much. Any other question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for a wonderful class. Yeah, I hear that I see the video slicing, the beef burger and the McDonald's, the service for the 1 billion serve. It's like this is for the 1 billion hell. But I see one book might be, but I'm not reading whole things. Maybe you know that. It's Prabhupada on Islam. They are always, this eating the beef. Then how Prabhupada says Islam also is Vaishnavism. This is really, I don't know, but if you can please know that.
Prabhupada is not talking about Muslims. Prabhupada is talking about Islam. Ism. It's perfect. Prabhupada says, anybody is telling, they do namaz. Yesterday night, actually, our Prabhu, we are going together. One person on the road in Manhattan was doing namaz. Their God, Allah has 99 names. They chant Allah's names 5 times. So they also have a spiritual world. If you don't follow nicely, that is not the problem of the expressway to New York, Prabhu. Your car is breaking down, that is not your problem. Expressway is there. That way Islamism is perfect. Based on this, some people follow nicely, some people don't. Hinduism is also like that, right? Vaishnavism is like that. How many people follow sincerely? If you follow sincerely, you'll go back to Godhead. If you don't, you cannot find fault with Vaishnavism.
You're right, but the thing is, I'm talking about especially for the beef. They eating always the cow. Then I know the 4 regulatives principle. This is the.
I used to live in Malaysia. There are so many sincere Muslims in Malaysia. Very moderate country actually. So this world, there is always a counterfoil. Original is there, counterfoil is there. It's there in this world. But of course, rather than targeting one thing, it is there everywhere. There is so much of hypocrisy in every religion, not just other religions, in Hinduism also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for this wonderful, very, very inspiring class. Prabhuji, I just had one little question. During your class, you mentioned that Lord Chaitanya also distributed his mercy without saying Patra or Apatra. But at the same time, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, as I have heard it, he also asks, who chants 1 lakh Nam? The thing is, at least I'm talking for myself, I'm not that qualified. How do we qualify for Lord Chaitanya Prabhu and Nityananda Prabhu's mercy?
Nice question, Mataji. So you should not ask the Sandarbha. What is the why Lord Chaitanya has 1 lakh names? So Lord Chaitanya was in Jagannath Puri. Anyone wants to invite me for prasad, they should be lakpati.
Lakpati, yes.
They should be a lakh year. Means they should have 100,000. This Brahmin said, we are very poor people. We don't have 100,000 rupees. Lord Chaitanya said, where in the world I said money? You chant 64 rounds, 100,000 names. If you want to invite Lord Chaitanya to your home for prasad, you need to chant 64 rounds. Lord Chaitanya did not make it a barrier to go back to God at 64 rounds. Srila Prabhupada, there's an Acharya, of course Gaudiya Math that was the rule.
Yeah.
Understanding that these Westerners cannot do that, as a founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada brought it to 16 rounds. Understanding?
Yes.
Chant 16 rounds and follow 400 principles, sincerely. Prabhupada said, try your best, Krishna. Sincerely do. Srila Prabhupada said, if you are not qualified, I will take you from the back door. Prabhupada made this statement. So you be sincere. Leave the rest to Srila Prabhupada. Okay?
One more small question, Prabhu. Whenever we really try to be sincere in this process, as sincere as we can with our limited capacities, we are challenged more and more, and sometimes we succumb to those challenges. It's not that we can hold up against those challenges. Maya keeps challenging you more and more. And then there's always a, there's a fear of fall down. So how do we hold up against those challenges? Because it's very, very scary. It's like walking on a razor's edge.
That is mentioned, walking on the razor's edge is mentioned in this in Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada mentions it. First of all, what type of challenges? You didn't mention it.
Prabhuji, material challenges, health challenges, it can be emotional challenges in relationships, in everything.
Material world means challenges.
Yes.
One Prabhu asked Srila Prabhupada, the material world, we are, anyway, I'll summarize this. Material world is always like ocean and waves will be coming. Not that you are chanting 16 rounds and waves will stop.
Yeah.
Waves will never stop. This is what Srila Prabhupada said to that question. Material world is always a challenging situation. But if you do nice sadhana, if you become a nice bhakti yogi practitioner, if you become a bhakti yogi or bhakti yoga practitioner, Krishna will give you from within intelligence to maneuver your boat nicely within the waves. Initially, you will not have that ability to maneuver the boat. Over a period of time, the waves will come, but your ability to operate the boat and go forward in the ocean between the waves, that ability you will get it. No matter what, first thing first, Harinam. Prepare yourself for first finish chanting and prepare yourself for the rest of the day. Harinam, finish your 16 rounds by 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Take a vow, I will not eat anything outside other than prasad. We are all aging out, right?
Yes.
So become serious. I need only prasad. And I will not criticize anybody. And take shelter of Krishna, Guru and Krishna. See what happens. When your boat has holes, your boat will drown. Make sure your boat doesn't have holes. If you make umbrella of Krishna, when you start chanting, Krishna holds an umbrella of mercy. But if we make holes to that umbrella of mercy by committing Vaishnava, by criticizing others, and we also sit in together how to order, that's wrong. Krishna is with us always. We are the one to be wronged. You understanding?
Yes.
So, material world will not change. It's a battlefield. You should know that. But your ability to handle the battlefield will increase. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavad pranams. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. And we humbly request Prabhuji to come again and again. Anybody else? Last question? No? Okay, sorry. Sorry to interrupt. So thank you, Prabhu. So we humbly request you again and again, please come and enlighten us into Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And also, lastly, I would like to thank Tony, who is very fond of reading Bhagavad Gita. So he was very interested, even though he cannot walk properly, he wanted to come and attend this program, today's program. So thank you very much, Tony, Prabhu. One time, Haribol to him, please. Okay, so as Prabhuji was mentioning, many of the scenarios and many things are mentioned in his book. It's a package which covers anger management, time management, and stress management. This package, so you can come if you are interested with small donation, you can give it to Prabhuji and get it signed. So he's going to leave very soon, so please take as much as his association possible. Thank you. Thank you again. Haribol. Thank you, online devotees. Haribol.
Sir.